Right, this week's project, what have we got? So we've got glorious one sheet one. Now I've not done a one sheet one for a bit. Looks like storing these on the sides damaged them a bit, but there we go. Right, so we've got a one sheet wonder using Snowflake Splendor. Now I've only got 8 here because I think one of my children have run off with one of them, but it does make 9. So tonight I'm going to show you how I put these together and how quickly you can do it. I have pre-cut some bits because whilst I'm trying to show you how quickly you do it, it can also be quite boring watching somebody cut 9 pieces of thick whisper white into card bases. So I'll show you what I do anyway. So yeah, 8 here. I've used the Snowflake Splendor, and I've used the gorgeous balmy blue glimmer paper. They're very pretty, they're very Frozen inspired. It reminded me of when my daughter was smaller and she used to watch a lot of Frozen. So we're using this. So page 36 of the autumn winter catalogues. If you haven't got one, again, drop me a message and I can get you a copy of this out in the post. So 36, and it's the Snowflake Splendor Suite, and it's on page 37. The items we're using, so we're using the designer series paper. I will be using the stamp set. I will be using the balmy blue glimmer paper, and I will be using the blue adhesive back gems. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 bits of the suite. And yeah, so this one stuck out because it doesn't use your traditional stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, I love traditional Christmas colours. I love my reds and my greens at Christmas. But I liked the colours in this, so it includes Highland Heather, Pool Party, Coastal Cabana, Balmy Blue, Pacific Point, Misty Moonlight and Night of Navy. So pretty much every blue going. So I've got my pack of paper. We'll choose which one I'm going to use this evening. So I need one that's a bit darker this time because I've chosen to go with a Night of Navy background. I like that one. I think it's out of those 3. Is that the same as that one? Yes, it is. Right, so we've got a choice of 3. So left, middle, or right. I'll let you guys choose. Go on, first comment I see will win it. Right it is. Right, so we're using this one. Pop those away. Okay, so good old one sheet wonder. So for any new people who've never heard of that, it is as the description would say. You get one sheet of designer series paper and you make as many cards out of it as possible. So for this, I have used in total 2 sheets of Night of Navy, 5 sheets of thick whisper white with one that made 9 with 1 left, and then 1 sheet of designer series paper. There is a bit of delay. It's probably my connection on my side. I'm up in well, you know where I am, Debs. I'm up in the loft that has no bloody connection up here. Right, so how do you cut your designer series paper? So we need 9 pieces that are 3.5 by 4. So I do my first cut at 4. And of course you can do that 3 times on a sheet of 12 by 12. And then we cut each of these strips into 3.5 inch segments. And you'll have a small piece from each one that's left over. Now I'm going to keep these because if you banner that, you could use it as a background on a card, or even that you could still use that for something. So 3 out of each strip, which is where we get our 9. So 3.5. A 1, 2, 3. And then I can get them back off the trimmer. There we go. So, and then the final 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So there we are. And I've already pre-cut my other bits, so I'll pop that away. So we've got all our DSP. I've already cut all the backgrounds for these, and they're well the mat that they're going to layer onto. So we're going to go like that. So this piece is 3 5/8 by 4 1/8. So you will need, of course, 9 of those as well. So I'm just going to get those stuck on. I'm going to go for speed this evening though, and I'm just going to get the, well, I'm going to see if I can make my seal work. I haven't quite got the knack. I've been watching YouTube vids to see how other people use theirs, but I may have to quit and I may have to just get the snail out because I've got loads of that left. Good evening, Liz, hope you're okay. Though I'm winning. Well, that was a good run, wasn't it? Let's see if we can keep that up. I wonder if it's because you're all watching me. Are you giving me some sort of seal look? When no one's looking, I'm usually throwing it across the room, getting angry at it. Let's see. I found if I use it a bit more like I did with my fuse, with a bit of a, not a tick as such, but a little flick, I do tend to get a better run with it than if I just try to lift it off. Is anyone else finding struggles with seal? I think I'm just too much in a bad habit of using the snail and the fuse that we had before that. I used them to death, so maybe I'm just stuck in some old habits and that's why I'm finding it harder. Although it is playing ball tonight. So there's the trick. Badmouth it on camera and it'll prove you wrong. I apologise if you can hear my children in the background. Apparently shouting, "I'm filming," before you go live isn't enough. Yep, they're playing something down there. And then, what have we got left? We've got 4 left. Let's get these done. I promise that they are playing an Xbox game and they're not being killed. Although it does sound like it. Oh look, see, my luck ran out then. We're back on it. I do like this one with the navy. Looks really nice. Last one. There we go. So that's all the matte layers. So I've already got all my bases. So before I lose them, I'm going to put them on there now. These ones, and that will stick one day, I did so that they open, the fold was at the top, and so that they open that way. These ones, they open that way. I'd like to say it's because I planned it that way, but it's not. It's because I wasn't paying attention and I cut them wrong, but it works, so we're going to go with it. And they're going to go just like that. There. So I'll get these on before I go throw them all over the table. And again, I'm just using my normal seal, not my Seal Plus. And I try to get a nice biggish border around them, like so. There we go, look, we're doing well. So what am I using as well? I've got my punches this evening. I love a good project where you can just speed things up with a punch rather than putting everything through the die cutter. Now don't get me wrong, love my dies, and I love the intricate detail you can get with a die. But, and this season, this suite has some lovely dies with it. But when you're making a one sheet wonder, you like to speed things up a bit. And so I've got my 2 1/4 and my 2-inch punches ready so that we can mass produce our sentiments that go on the front. What else have we got? I've got my glimmer already. I always pre-cut my glimmer down ever so slightly when I'm using a punch on it. It's just so that I can get the most out of the glimmer without wasting loads of it. So we've got 2 more after these. And of course you can adapt these to any suite that's in the catalogue, any papers. You can do this by stamping your own. So last week you saw me stamp my own DSP inspired paper for the box that I made. You could do that, and then you could just chop it up into sections ready for a set of cards like this. It doesn't have to be a suite, it doesn't even have to be designer series paper. I've made one in the past where I just repeatedly stamped someone's age. They didn't appreciate me for it, but but I've repeatedly put somebody's age. Right, okay, so we've got our 9 done. We've got our papers done onto the backgrounds and then all on the card bases. So I'm going to move on to the sentiment part. So we need 9 glitter circles and then we're going to start stamping. So the glimmer circles are with the 2 1/4 inch punch, and then these, I've just cut these ever so slightly bigger, so I think these are 2 1/2. Yeah, they are, so the 2 1/2. And then just start as far as you can on one edge. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I hope these aren't dazzling you with my light above. Someone's getting blind off the glimmer paper. So that's those 9. And then I've got a piece of normal Whisper White here for our stamping. So we are using the Snowflake Wishes set, which is from that suite. And the stamp I've gone for this evening is one down here. It says, "Thank you, Snow Much." My daughter thought it was hilarious because it plays on a bit of a pun. So Night of Navy ink. And then I've got my stamp on a C block. And the good thing about punching out with a circle is it doesn't matter if this isn't straight when you stamp down, so it's literally just making sure you've left enough room that when you put your punch through, you're not overlapping and cutting 2 of them at once. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know if that one at the end's a bit too close. Nah, we're good. Right, so we just punch these out. What's this one? This is the 2-inch circle. And then I am just centraling them because I want to put my embellishments all the way around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and last one, 9. I'll pop those away. Pop that away before I drop my nice white cards in it because I can see that happening. Right, so we've got our 9. I'm just going to turn them over on the back so that I can put the adhesive on. Now I'm using Seal Plus this time, and that's because trying to adhere them to the glimmer is a little bit more difficult than if you were using Seal. It might not get a grip as such. As you've seen me twice already, I used Seal on these ones. I didn't use Seal Plus, and look, I can just pick it off because you need something a little bit stronger on glimmer. So Seal Plus time it is. I'm going to put plenty on them. And then stick it to me. There we go. You're all quiet this evening. I can see you all watching. What are we all doing? What have we been crafting this week? Are we still on Christmas and Halloween stuff, or are people backing away from that for a bit? I think after this project I'll be backing away from it just a little bit, because I started mentioning the C word to the kids the other day, and yeah, even they told me I were too early. Right, so that's all of them, I think. Yep. I knew you'd pipe up, Debs. You say it's too early for Christmas in December. So yeah, now with the seal, I'm just centering them onto the glimmer, just so that you get a nice edge around it, like so. And the good thing again is with circles, it doesn't matter if you put them on an angle, because you can just turn it, which is another reason I love circles. I have all the circle punches that Stampin' Up have done since I joined in 2014, and it's purely because they're very forgiving. Circles love you. There we go, look. How long have I been live? Been live 23 minutes and we're not far off finished. And we'll have made 9 cards in that time. There we go, and last one. There. And then, did I pop these ones off? I did. Let's get my dimensionals out. So I've gone for normal sized ones. Again, just turn them all over, lay them all down. This is how I do things when I'm mass producing. And then I've got 2 on them, haven't I? And it probably would be better with at least 3 on it. But I've only got 2 on them and they've been fine. So we'll stick with 2, make them last a bit longer. One more, yeah. There we go. Right, so we can bring in our cards now and get these stuck on, and this is the bit I don't like because I get dimensional backings everywhere. See if I can gather them in one corner. And then when you've got it done, I like to just line it up so that it's partially on, but then there isn't too much white space around it either, like so. So there we go. And then I'll just give it a good press because of that glimmer. And in a minute we'll get some embellishments on there as well, a bit of bling. See, I'm going to throw them dimensional backings everywhere. You know you're a crafter when all you find is dimensional backings and glue dots that just randomly stick themselves places. Tell me I'm not the only one. Is this where you all say, no, that doesn't happen to us, you're just a messy cow? I wish I had my nails back on. You speed up the production line when you've got some nails that can get under the dimensional backings. That's it, Debs, you keep quiet. Go. Red line, say, oh yes, I was just as bad when we had sticky strip, yeah, definitely. And I'm just as bad with tear and tape. What was I doing the other day? Oh, so, you know the cellophane bags in which you put cards in or papers? It has the strip at the top ready to fold it over and stick, but they kind of get a bit of static as you're doing that and then stick to your hand, and yeah, well, they didn't just want to let go the other day. Nobody warns you about these perils when you take up crafting, do they? All the things that are going to mess things up. Right, last one, and then we're going to get a bit of sparkle on here. So there we go. And then the last thing So these are called blue adhesive backed gems, and you get two colours. You get one that resembles more of like a balmy blue, maybe a pool party maybe type blue, and then you get one that's a bit more darker, a bit more like a misty moonlight / night navy. So grab my take your pick tool and we'll get some of these on here. So what I tend to do is, if I get a big one in the lighter colour, I'll pop that here. I then get a small one in the darker colour, put that next to it, and then I'll put whatever colour the bigger gem is, and we'll pop the same in a smaller size on the other side, like so. And then I swap it, so next time it'll be a darker bigger one with a lighter little one with a darker little one, like so, and we'll just keep doing that. So big one there, and I like to work in threes. Just done that one wrong, haven't I? See, trying to tell you a lot how I do it, and then I go do it complete opposite. There we go. And what do we do there? Dark one, so now a lighter one. So is everybody prepped for the offers in September and the cut and emboss machine if you haven't got one as a demo already? So for those that aren't aware, there will be a joining offer in September. So the best offer in the catalogue is always the starter kit, and it's £99, and you get £130 of product. You get a business supplies kit, so that if you wish to try and make a business out of this, or just earn some extra money to supplement a day job, then they give you all of that as part of that starter kit. You get your catalogues to distribute, and in September you will also get some extra goodies that are to help you set you off. So for stuff like this, for like a live video on that, or if you wanted to do virtual workshop, you'll get, I think it's packs of cardstock ready. You'll get some stamp sets and some other bits and bobs that make up an event, all ready to go. So then you've got your new product, you've got the free product that comes with it, you've got your supplies, starter kits, catalogues, you've got everything, and you can get going. Right, so there's our 9. And as you'll see, what we're on now, we're on half an hour for this video, but that was with me chatting at the beginning as well. So in half an hour we've got 9 cards. I've already got me 8 up here, so I'm well on my way with some Christmas cards once I've restuck these with some stronger adhesive. So 17 cards already, and I've only used 2 sheets of designer series paper, and I've only used almost a full pack, no, half a pack of thick Whisper White, and I've only used, is it 4 sheets of coloured card. These would be great teacher cards, yes, because, well, it depends on whether you hand them out to everyone, which at primary school you probably would have done, high school maybe not so much. But yeah, you could even go a step further, and if I grab the dies from my pack, so the dies are gorgeous. and you could quite easily add one of them on. Where are they? They're here. So you could take it a step further and cut out one of these gorgeous snowflakes to go on the top. See, that's a good size. That could go on there. You could layer them up and do a double kind of snowflake on it. That label could come be part of it somehow. But yeah, the dies are beautiful. So you could take it to that next step and put something on that DSP layer, just to give it that bit extra. So yeah, there we have it. What am I doing next week? I'm actually not here next week. I will be premiering a video and sharing that on next Friday in my usual slot of 7:30, but it won't be a live video as unfortunately I'm not actually here. I'm not going to be available, unfortunately. But flipping that round, when I do return, I will be back on, so what's next week, 28th, so then 4th of September, and on the 4th I will be getting ready to kick off a full week of birthday party lives. So it's my birthday on the 10th of September, so from the 7th right up until the 11th there will be a Facebook Live every day where I'll show you a brand new project every day, and I'll have a good chat with you. I've got some really nice projects lined up. I'm actually quite excited to show them, so that'll start on the 7th. You'll see some reminders coming out on Facebook soon. I'll send events out as well on my page, so if you're not following my page yet, that is your opportunity to do so. So that will be a live again on Friday the 4th of September at 7:30, and then 7:30 every day from the 7th of September for the full week. They'll be birthday-ish related, so it takes us a little bit away from the autumn winter catalogue, but brings us back into the annual catalogue and just remind us of some of the goodies that are in there as well. So thank you all for watching. Just a quick reminder again, if you weren't on at the beginning, my YouTube and my Facebook page and my blog are in need of some subscribers. So if you have a moment, please pop over and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell on YouTube as well so that you can be notified when I put videos on. My videos are now going on there twice a week, so you'll get the live replay and you'll get one other. So thank you all for watching this evening. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you when I return on September the 4th. Bye!